I remained positive through my breast cancer journey because I have a lot of faith in God, and it got me through the worst of nights and the worst of times to keep praying and asking for His support and forgiveness and strength, and to give me more life. In the beginning, I was very emotionally disconnected to the religion because I just couldn't understand or believe that God would do this to me and to my mother, etc. And I did have a lapse of faith and judgment. But the more I thought about it, the more that I went to the masjid, the more that I talked to my imam, the more I studied our deen in Islam, I just recognized that I was being pulled closer to God and not being pushed further away from Him, and that this was a test to my strength and my beliefs, and that I needed to keep praying, and that it might not be my time, but that God was testing me, but it's that He ultimately loved me. The second thing that keeps me very positive is having a very good family support system and a very, very supportive husband who have really held me and held my hand throughout this process. So that's really helped me keep very positive. I didn't know what cancer was, really. Do you know what cancer is? I don't feel like we really understand what cancer actually is. So experiencing and learning more about what cancer is and what it does in your body, how it affects you, how it could be terminal, the pain associated with the surgeries and the aftermath were horrendous. Nobody can prepare you. Not reading anything online, not listening to the physicians, nothing prepares you for the actual physical pain of the trauma and the surgeries. And nobody can prepare you for ultimately what most cancer patients go through is the depression and the sadness and the emotional instability and just the shock of having a life-threatening disease and suffering, and everything that comes with just being diagnosed with cancer is something you're never prepared for, that I've ultimately had to learn through this journey. I didn't do anything to get ready for the treatment. I found out that I had cancer, and then 3 weeks later I had to have a mastectomy. So I had 3 weeks to mentally prepare for the fact that I was about to get a piece of my body removed and a fake piece of silicone, if you will, replaced to compensate for the removal of my actual limbs. So unfortunately, I had no preparation. I was just mentally preparing myself for something very big, and I did go through that, and then it was just, I was learning every day, the steps of what I had to do to get better. That I hope that women across the world are able and have access to getting routine checkups and get checked earlier, because the earlier you can get checked, the more chances of survival you have ultimately.